Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're going to be trying out a bunch of new Milani makeup products. I thought that this new eyeshadow palette that they released over on the Ulta Beauty website a few days ago was absolutely the cutest thing. This is called the Milani Gilded Getaway eyeshadow palette, and who doesn't need a getaway right about now? These are the shades that are in this really cute 12 pan eyeshadow palette. I picked this up on the Ulta Beauty website. I want to say this palette retailed for about $18 or $20. It was one or the other, but of course you can use your Ulta points or your Ulta coupon to get this at a discount. I also picked up their latest foundation product, and this is the Milani Glow. This is a hydrating skin tint. Here we go again with the skin tints, the skin veils. These types of foundation products are definitely having a moment right now, and with good reason, guys. Spring and summer are upon us. Not everybody wants to wear a full coverage foundation. I think that brands releasing these lighter weight skin tints, skin veils are a great option for those of you out there who just want something to color correct, give you a nice glow, and be out the door. So we're gonna try this one out today. I picked up two new shades of the baked blushes, and I don't know why they're in different packaging, and one of them, this one actually came broken, the little clear thing. I don't know if you can see how I taped it together inside, but I picked up the shade Corallina. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Super, super pretty shade. Then I also picked up this other one called Bellissimo Bronze. So I'll definitely be showing you guys swatches of all of these products before we dive into the application portion of the video. And guys, I hadn't tried the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. This one is in the shade 02 Sunkissed. So I'm really anxious to try this one out. I also picked up a primer. I picked up their new Chill Out Soothing Primer. Excited to be applying this one today. And then going back to the eyeshadow palette released in this collection were some of these shadow sticks. I want to say they had 3 or 4 different shades, but I went with the green one. This is called the Gilded Shadow Stick, and I'm not sure what the shade name is on this one, but I will have all of these products linked in the description box down below. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got one of these. I already had one of these Ludicrous matte lip crayons in my stash. I actually have it right here. This is the shade that I already had in my stash. This one is called Truth or Dare. This is a really pretty red shade. But then I picked up this new one in the shade No Curfew. I thought this would go a little bit better with the palette. Really pretty neutral shade, and these are so easy to apply. I also repurchased the Milani Precision Brow Pencil since I was already out of this one, and this one is in the shade Soft Brown. So we're gonna be doing practically a full face of Milani today. I think the only thing I don't have, guys, is a mascara. But everything else, I think I have enough to do a full face of Milani. Definitely going to be trying all of these new products. So I'm really anxious to be diving into these brand new goodies. The way this video is going to go, I'm going to show you guys the swatches and photos that I did of these products outdoors in natural lighting, so that you can see what they're going to look like on a fair to light skin tone. Then I'll play some music for you guys. I'll demo all of the products. I will be creating 2 different looks with this cute little getaway palette. And then I'll come on and I'll give you guys my first impressions, my thoughts over how all of these products applied. So if you guys want to see all of these brand new Milani goodies in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, so these are the two looks that I created using the new Milani Gilded Getaway eyeshadow palette. Too cute, guys. If you all are into camping, glamping, then this is a palette you might want to take with you on your next trip. So let's start off with the first product that I applied, and it was the Milani Chill Out Soothing Primer. This says it has wild oat extract, ceramides, and that it is silicone free. However, I feel like it has that silicone type of texture. So if you like that in a primer, then this is definitely something you might want to check out. I do agree with the soothing part. I thought it was almost very smoothing to the skin, and it had a slight little cooling effect to it. It says that this is going to blur imperfections. It's good for all skin tones, and it extends the wear of makeup. It says it's enhanced with soothing ceramides, wild oat, and marshmallow root extract. It's a weightless cooling gel texture. That's what it is, like a gel type of texture. And it does leave a satin matte finish. Totally agree with all of those claims. It's a nice primer. I'll be reaching for it again, and no issues with the foundation going on top of it, which leads me to my next new Milani product, and that is the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. I have the shade 110, which is fair to light. This says it has 29% squalene in it, so that means it's definitely gonna be hydrating to our skin. Even us normal to oily skin type girls, because that's the kind of skin that I have, we still need hydration, especially like on the perimeter of my face, because I don't know about you guys, I'm just oily in my T-zone. I don't get oily out here. So sometimes I feel like maybe the skin is like a little bit tighter than usual, especially like in the fall and winter months. So having foundation and primers that have like that hyaluronic acid, squalene built into them, that really helps me throughout the day to keep the perimeter of my face balanced. So I thought that this applied beautifully on top of the primer. It's a very sheer coverage. I did try and build it up ever so slightly, and it did, but I think if you're looking for something more along the lines of a medium to full coverage, you're probably gonna have to go in with your concealer to spot conceal the certain areas of your face that need that extra coverage. For me, it is just this area right here on my cheeks. I didn't go in with a concealer in this area because I wanted you guys to see the product for what it was. But this felt nice. This was a nice product. I do think it provides a nice glow to the skin. And I went in with a setting powder, and here it is. I don't like the way this Maybelline Fit Me setting powder went over this Milani Glow Skin Tint. I don't think that they paired well at all, including, where is it? This is actually one of my favorite concealers at the drugstore. This is a Milani Conceal and Perfect. I don't think that this paired well with this at all, and I don't remember them not pairing well. Maybe it had just been a while since I did that combo, but yeah, didn't like the powder with the concealer or the skin tint. So you might want to stay clear of the Maybelline Fit Me when using these products. The next thing I went in with was the Sun Kissed Silky Matte Bronzer. Beautiful bronzer, definitely has a lot of pigmentation. I thought that this was a very nice combination of cool and warm tones. So I think it really complemented my fair to light skin tone perfectly. Again, this is shade 02 Sunkissed. Now let's talk about blushes. Oh my goodness, guys, these are crazy pigmented. A little bit definitely goes a long way, and there is going to be kick up in the pan. So dip in ever so lightly with your brush and just kind of lightly start to build up the color. On this side of the face, I went in with Bellissimo Bronze. And it's just beautiful, beautiful, like bronzy, peachy shade. And I think it looks really nice on top of the Silky Matte Bronzer. On the left side, I went in with Corallina. And this is definitely a bright, beautiful, just the perfect coral blush to take you into summer. I absolutely love it. It does provide like a very soft sheen to the skin. Not a highlighter, not glitter, anything like that. Just a nice glow. And I really love that about these Milani baked blushes. They are definitely some of my favorite at the drugstore. Guys, I want to say they have 4 or 5 new shades in the baked blush. These were 2 that said they were new shades. I had never heard of these shade names before, and I'm still kind of wondering why one is black and one is gold packaging. But if I can find that out during the editing portion of this video, I will definitely have that information in the description box. For highlighter, I went in with this one that I already had. This is the Dolce Perla Baked Highlighter. Always a beautiful highlighter. Milani does make some pretty good highlighters at the drugstore. And then of course, I went in with the Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last Setting Spray. This one is in the scent of Mango Coconut. And for the lips, I am really loving this shade in the Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon. The shade that I picked up is called No Curfew. I think this is a great nude lip for the spring and summer, and I really do enjoy the crayon style applicator because you can line and then you can fill in, and these do a pretty good job of lasting. Now, it's a matte formula, but it's a very comfortable matte formula. I do enjoy the other one that I have. This one, it was in the shade Truth or Dare. This is a very pretty red, and this is a very pretty nude color. I am very happy I have both of these, and I'm definitely going to be wearing this quite a bit in the near future. The eyebrow pencil, guys, this was a repurchase for me. This is a Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown. I really like it. It's just like one of those little micro fine eyebrow pencils, and I think it's a perfect complement to the Weekend Brow Pen. I really do enjoy using that Milani brow pen. I think it's really great, and I discovered this alongside it. It was last summer when I discovered both of these products. I think the Soft Brown shade is a pretty good shade for my platinum blonde hair, kind of like the dark roots going on. I think it's like the perfect complement. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Really cute packaging. Milani Gilded Getaway. Love the idea. I mean, who's just not ready for vacation? I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I almost didn't pick this up. I have not been the biggest fan of Milani eyeshadows, and I think it's because the last Milani eyeshadow palette I picked up, which was the Gilded Jewel palette. I reviewed this in the summer of last year. I'll have that linked up above if you want to check out that video. I'm also reviewing the Weekend brow pens and the brow pencil and all of that in that video. Oh, as well as this one. This one was featured in this video as well. So you can see all of those products in action back then. But this didn't work out for me. This palette, I did not like the formula at all. Yeah, it was just a dud. So this is the last Milani eyeshadow palette that I picked up, and I was like, oh, do I try this new one? It has really cute packaging, and I kind of thought about it for a couple hours, and then I was like, well, I really wanted to try some of the new shades in the baked blush, so I thought, well, why not? I'll pick up some other new Milani products, and I'll make it a full face trying new Milani makeup video. But guys, this palette is pretty awesome. This is a pretty solid little eyeshadow palette. I love the color story on it. Guys, these shades definitely represent nature. They represent all the shades that you would find going out camping, and all of the shade names have something to do with camping. You have Campfire, you have Kindle, you have Chillax, you have Good Vibes Only, Succulent. Oh, this is a very pretty shade, Succulent. This is the one I have on the left eye. Under the Stars, S'more Fun. I think it's just a really nice, really well thought out little eyeshadow palette. Really cute to give somebody who is maybe fixing to go on a road trip, maybe fixing to go camping. I thought that this was just a really cute idea. Let me take you really quick through the shades and what I did on each eye. Obviously, this is the green eye. This is the more smoky eye. I went in with predominantly the bottom row here. Guys, there was only 2 shades that I didn't use. Like, I didn't use this red shade up here, this red shimmer shade, and I didn't use this other shade right here. Other than that, I made it a point to use all the shades, and for the left eye, I used, I started with this shade right here. Then I went in with this matte green shade. Then I added this gorgeous shimmer shade. This is the shade Succulent. And then for the lower, for the inner corner, I went in with this beautiful gold shade. And for the lower lash line, let's talk about the Gilded Shadow Stick, because that's what I used over here on the lower lash line. This gilded stick is really great if you're gonna put it on your eyelid, if you're gonna put it on the lower lash line, but do not put this in the waterline. I put this in the waterline and it started burning my eye. It didn't do anything when I had it down here on the lower lash line, but putting it in the waterline, I don't know what happened. It just gave me a burning effect, and I'm really glad that I was able to wipe it off fairly quickly and it didn't mess up the rest of the eye look. But yeah, stay clear of the waterline when using this pencil. But other than that, like, it's pretty budge proof. I will say that it dries down pretty quick. So you saw me smudge it out. I used this little BK Beauty, 204 brush. And I just kind of smudged it out under there. So work quickly because this does dry down pretty quick. But I thought it was a beautiful shade. And these shadow sticks, the shades that they had were meant to complement this Getaway eyeshadow palette. For the right eye, I wanted to do something that would incorporate kind of like the more brownish copper tones. So I kind of focused on this top row up here. But I started with this shade kind of just on the brow bone, kind of like as a highlighter shade. And then I went in with this shade right here in the crease, like the transition area. I darkened up the outer corner with this shade. And then I used, I went in with this shade all over the eyelid, and I added a little bit of this shade in the center as well as to the inner corner. And on the lower lash line, I thought, you know what? I need to use like one of the red shades because I was gonna go without using these two shades here. And I thought, well, let me at least use one of them. So I went with the matte shade, which is Campfire right here. And then I added a little bit of this shade to kind of deepen it up. And that's the look we got on the right eye. I absolutely enjoyed working with this palette, so much more so than I did with the Gilded Jewel palette. I actually think if I'm starting to think back to the Milani eyeshadow palettes that I have in my stash, this might be my favorite out of all of them. I am going to be displaying this here in my beauty room. I just think it's so cute, a really cute idea, and I'm happy with the performance. I kind of had a feeling this was going to be a little bit different when I was outside swatching them because they swatched pretty well. There was only one shade that I didn't really like the way it swatched, but it performed fantastic on the eye, and it was this matte green shade right here. It redeemed itself over here on this eye. I'm really digging the way this eye look came out. Really cute little palette, guys. I don't know if it's in stock right now at Ulta. I checked the other day and it was out of stock, so I'm not too sure if it'll be in stock by the time I put this video out, but hopefully it is. I'll still have it linked in the description box. That way, whenever it does come back in stock, you can just click on the link and it'll take you to it. What else did I use? I think that was it, guys. I think that covers all of these new Milani products. I have to say, I didn't encounter any failures. I didn't encounter any products that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna return that, or oh, I'm not gonna use this again. I thoroughly enjoyed using all of these new Milani goodies. Milani really does make some amazing products at an amazing price point. They're definitely one of my favorite drugstore makeup brands, and I love discovering new products. I love trying new drugstore makeup in particular because you don't always need to pay an arm and a leg to get amazing makeup, and Milani is proof of that. Leave me your thoughts, guys. What did y'all think of these two different eye looks? What did you think of these new Milani products? Are they on your radar? Are you gonna be picking any of them up? Once again, I picked up everything from Ulta Beauty online, and it will all be linked in the description box down below. All right, guys, so that completes today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.